Hi everyone, welcome back. We're going to do Dahl-Nok Valley. Before that, we are briefly going to take a look at our deck and actually throw in some things that will help. Um, most of the enemies in this area, because you're going to be fighting the bees so much, are wood-based. So, having some of the earth stuff won't help us greatly. We really want fire ones, but because it's especially early game, there's not a lot you can do about it. I really don't want to use him. We're gonna use that. Yeah, okay, so we should be okay. Yeah, and there are a couple fire-based ones, obviously, which are just orcs. Orcs are, I guess, they're just beefier hobgoblins. This area is also a bit longer than the other areas, mainly because of this asshole here. He cuts down the bridge, and now we have to go all the way around, as RPGs are wont to make you do. And now here's some orcs. Orcs are honestly kind of pansies. They die in 2 hits from a lizard man, which isn't the strongest card in the world. But what are you gonna do? As a weapon, like when you have them, they are a weapon card, and they are actually not bad. They do pretty decent damage, but they are extremely close ranged. Like you got to be right up on them. I think the range is actually less than the lizard man. All right, so this is what we're fighting. These are giant bees, and these guys are assholes because once again, it's another thing that can poison you because this game loves poison. But they give you 100 experience per kill, and there are 8 of them that we have to kill. Like I said, you can choose not to finish the level and instead... Oh my god, I'm dying. It should die just to poison. Yeah, there we go. You can choose to not complete the mission by not destroying the 8th hive and just doing it over and over again just to get extra experience. But yeah, that's the first one, and then the other 2 are here. So you can just get 300 experience per run pretty easily, and it's pretty good. Anyone that has watched my channel for a while or was there near the beginning knows I actually played this game. This was the first one I ever did, and I did that, and for anyone that doesn't know this game, which is probably almost everybody, it won't make as much sense to you, but basically I leveled up my mummy card. You get 2 of them kind of early game. I think we even get another one in this level. The mummy card, it's decent. It's not great. I got it up to like 4,000, 3,000 or 4,000 experience, and transformed it into a Sphinx, which is another weapon card that is a straight line throughout the entire area, like unlimited range, I believe, in a straight line, and it does ridiculous amounts of damage. So I cheated a little bit, but it's fine. But I'm not going to do that this time because I want to try and give this like a true experience to everybody. See, how the game actually plays, what a normal person playing this game for the first time would experience. Outside of showing you exactly where all the collectibles and chests and such are. I might miss a couple chests and cards. I don't know the location of every single thing in this game. Because, how can you? And I also haven't played this game in a long time, like at least a year since I last touched it. I even went through the story, just played it. we just got a ghoul card. Ghoul is nice. I like the ghoul. It is... Alright, hold on. Do we want to try and capture this? Let's see. Oh my god, I only did 3 damage. We need the fairy to get some experience. Because the fairy card only gives you experience when it heals you. And I don't use it often. I don't really know why. Because the fairy is actually a good card. I think it heals you for at least half your health. Like your maximum health. I don't know. I don't know the actual numbers. This is one of the things I don't like about this game sometimes, is what it makes you do in terms of movement. So obviously climbing the ladder took a little while. You know, running in liquids will slow you down. Running uphill, which we will do once we get up the other ladder, will slow you down significantly. It also will affect you in combat. Alright, I forgot about you guys. The game told us there were only wood and fire creatures here. I didn't really realize that. Interesting. Venus Flytrap is kind of shit. Honestly. It's not good. It's a summon card in this game, and it basically just slows everything in a area, provided you actually hit that area. There you go. You know, the poison mechanic in this game I also really am not a fan of. The biggest thing, and hopefully we don't see it, we aren't yet, but yeah, there's another mummy card. And there's our other fairy. God, my train of thought is just awful. I'm jumping from topic to topic. When you take enough damage, the game will make her limp, which, you know, when you're injured and trying to get away from things, you want some mobility. Well, the game basically says, you know, fuck you, you're gonna limp, and you're gonna be slower. And she is slower. She kind of hobbles around in a, like, staggering kind of step, and it's kind of annoying. Alright. Oh my god, did it really just... I'm using cards I don't want to, just to kill this stupid thing. So, like most RPGs, there is an escape mechanic. You can choose to leave instead of fighting. If you go to the edge of the screen and hold a direction, you know, like you're trying to run out of the area, you will get a prompt and it'll say, "Are you sure you want to retreat?" But doing so will automatically consume one card. Now, it could be a card that is, you know, almost out of energy anyway. Like, it only has one use, or it's an independent card that has, like, you know, it'll be alive for 4 seconds. So that could be worthwhile. Or it could use a card that has not been used at all. It's completely random, so it's kind of up to your discretion what you want to do. The guard down there basically tells us he is part of the border guard. He even tells you his name. He's a named character for some reason. And he tells us not to do what I just did, which that is a cockatrice egg. They are guarding 2 cockatrice adults who they sealed into a cave and are basically there making sure they don't get out, but their eggs are still around. And he tells you, you know, don't mess with the eggs, because if you do, you know, those cockatrices are going to be pissed. So naturally, we are going to break all of their eggs and piss them off. That fairy that we just got actually tells us about how the curse of a cockatrice works and behaves. Basically, cockatrice can turn things to stone, like that tree and the other tree that was blocking off a different chest. And that one tells you how many hives there are, which are 8. So basically what it was telling us is that if cockatrice, I don't know what the plural is, cockatrices, cockatrice, whatever, if they are killed, then anything that they have petrified, returns to life. In this case, the petrified trees just disappear. You don't have to go back and destroy them. But either way, killing them will help us. So of course, we are going to go and kill them. That's not what I want. So we need to go and destroy the last one, which is up this giant hill. I'm also going to try my damnedest to try and capture one, if not both of them, for the simple fact that the Cockatrice card is very good as a chance to petrify. It hits pretty hard, and it hits, I think if they don't get out of the way of it, it's a weapon card, it's not even a summon. So we kill the last one and piss them off. I think if they don't get out of the way, it's a guaranteed 2 hits. I might be wrong, it might be 3, but I'm pretty sure it's just 2. So now we gotta fight these guys. Oh shit. Did that just hit me for 21 damage? That's not good. So these things really are no joke. I think you're meant to do this later. I think they don't necessarily expect you to do this now. Oh wow, the orc can kill it in 3 hits. That's neat. But I want to try and capture you. Alright, so that yellow status is because of the ghoul, which is paralysis, which is basically just, it's a slow. And we want to try and do just enough damage to be able to capture this thing, because I really want one. After killing them, you can't get one as a reward for beating the level, but for killing them, one of the shit. God damn it. Oh well. I was gonna say, you're guaranteed, yeah, look at that experience, 240. You're guaranteed to get one. There's nothing up there, is there? No. You're guaranteed to get one from one of the blocked off chests. So, it's not required that you capture one in order to obtain one. It's just nice because they're really good and I really wanted one, and now I'm sad because I didn't get one. Alright, so now we just gotta kill the rest of these assholes. I believe there's 4 more? I could be wrong about that. But, I mean, yeah, the man traps should be able to take care of this. And hopefully they'll actually have enough experience so we can transform one. Which will be the first transformation that we will do. Because the man trap, it's not great. They're extremely slow. They have a lot of health and they do decent damage. And, if you're doing what I'm doing and using a group of them to attack, because they also take up so much space, you can kind of body block enemies and not let them. You can pin them down. But I still don't really like them. They have 3 transformations, and the only one that we really care about, that's not true, the second one's actually pretty good, but we want the first transformation, which is the one that we would end up getting anyway. which is another independent card, which is also slow and tanky, but also does damage, has a chance to poison, and is overall just pretty good. And this one killed both of those. That's not good. We're gonna use a Birdman, see how much damage this does. Really? God damn it. Alright. Shit, I'm getting my ass kicked. Alright. Yeah, hopefully this'll... Yeah, there you go. The fact that it can actually kill the Killer Bee in 2 hits is pretty nice. The Killer Bees really have poor defenses. This is also the only area we'll ever see them. And here's our Cockatrice card. So, you do get one. I really would have liked to have gotten a second one, because the card is just so good. Alright, and here's our last fight. So, we're actually going to use a Sea Monk. The Sea Monk will restore 2 to 5 cards. And we got, it looks like 4, which is actually really good. I don't really want to use a summon. Okay. Oh, I'm poisoned. Awesome. Yeah, I want to try and conserve as many cards as I can. That's not how you do it. Alright, let's get the Birdman card some experience. Hopefully this will actually hit, but who knows. There we go. Yeah, the Birdman card's pretty good. I forget what it turns into when you transform it, but I mean, it can't be bad. And that should be it, right? Yep, there we go. And yeah. Oh, cool, 5 stars. So we can get an Orc. I think the uncommon one is the Venus Flytrap, and the rare one is the... No, not that one. And the rare card is the Killer Bee. Oh, alright, great. We got one of each, so the Orc, I will take. The Orc is good. The Killer Bee is... It kind of depends. Basically what it does, it's an independent card. There are 3 types of independent cards. There's trap cards like the Mandragora. There are, I guess, fighters like Skeleton, Man-Traps, Hobgoblins. And then there are helper cards like the Sand Golem and like the Giant Bee. What this does, it wanders around. It doesn't attack anything, but it will double damage of all wood creatures and halve the damage of all earth creatures. So, you know, if you're going into a earth-heavy area, maybe it's worth taking. Any situation other than that, probably not worth taking. I don't want to go there yet. So we're going to go to the Fairy House, you know, do this after every mission, and give Alexander your fairies. We should have collected 5. I really hope I didn't miss one. Okay, let's bring it up to 11. He will give you a card every 10. And this is basically what tells you this is worth doing, because he gives you a Banshee card. The Banshee is one of the best weapon cards you can get, in my opinion. Especially one of the best Earth Elemental ones. You know, Cockatrice is good. Banshee is better. I think it just straight up does more damage. And instead of having a cone range, like a breath attack, which is Cockatrice, it's just a straight line shot. So, again, Gerd has another story to tell us of Gromtal Desert. You know, a lot of thieves and not great people go there to try and get a treasure, and they don't come back. Alright, there we go. So, I can make a Sea Monk. I already have one of those. Gromtal Desert is mostly earth and some wood, so we actually might take the Giant Bee just to see what happens. We are going to transform and get a Caterpoker. Caterpoker is fun. This is the only time I'm ever going to show this animation, because it takes forever and it does it every single time. So it's half demon, half Caterpoker. Caterpoker? It's a caterpillar, whatever. and it's just a stronger, stronger man trap card. I don't really want to copy any of those right now. Yep, and there's Gromful Desert. And before we do that, obviously we want to make sure water cards are not really going to help us. Luckily, the only one we have is Dragon Knight. Take out 2 of those. Get rid of 2 of those. And we're going to throw in the Cockatrices. We're going to throw in the Banshee, the Ghoul, and the Caterpillar. I guess we're not going to use the Giant Bee because it's bad. So next we're going to do Gromful Desert, which is another side quest, I know, but it's the only, it's the next one, and I don't think we get another one for a little while. And then we will do the Burial Grounds and continue the story and our search for not only our father, but figuring out what the Black Fog is, where it came from, and how the hell we're even going to try and stop it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.